It is a captivating subject. It offers a glimpse into the ancient Egyptian belief system. Many imagine it as a single book. However, this is a misconception. There is a collection of spells. These texts were written on papyrus. They were also inscribed on tomb walls. These spells were meant to guide the deceased. They were essential for navigating the afterlife. These spells were not collected in a single volume. They were compiled over centuries. The oldest spells date back to 1550 BC. The use of these spells continued until around 50 BC. This vast time frame demonstrates their importance. They reflect the enduring beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. Egyptians believed in a complex afterlife. It was a perilous journey. The deceased faced numerous challenges that provided guidance. It equipped the deceased with the knowledge to overcome these obstacles. The spells covered a wide range of topics. They included spells for protection. They offered guidance for navigating the underworld. They even contained instructions for transforming into different beings. Every spell served a specific purpose. They aimed to help the deceased achieve eternal life. The ancient Egyptians believed in an intricate afterlife. It was a realm filled with gods, demons, and mythical creatures. This realm was known as the Duat. The deceased embarked on a perilous journey through this underworld that served as a guidebook. It contained the knowledge necessary for safe passage. The journey was not easy. The deceased faced numerous obstacles. They encountered dangerous creatures. They had to pass through treacherous landscapes. They provided spells for protection. It offered guidance for overcoming these challenges. One of the most important aspects of the journey was judgment. The deceased had to stand before Osiris. Osiris was the god of the underworld. He weighed their heart against the feather of truth. This ceremony determined their fate. If their heart was pure, they were granted eternal life. If their heart was heavy with sin, they were devoured by the monster Ammit. They contained spells to help the deceased pass this judgment. These spells were meant to appease the gods. They also helped the deceased to profess their innocence. The journey through the Duat was a metaphorical representation of the challenges faced in life. It emphasized the importance of living a virtuous life. The weighing of the heart ceremony was a pivotal event in the afterlife. It determined the fate of the deceased. The scene was often depicted in tomb paintings. It was a powerful illustration of Egyptian beliefs about justice and morality. The deceased stood before a tribunal of 42 judges. Anubis, the jackal-headed god, oversaw the weighing. He placed the heart of the deceased on one side of a giant scale. On the other side rested the feather of Ma'at. Ma'at represented truth, justice, and order. Thoth, the ibis-headed god of wisdom and writing, recorded the proceedings. He meticulously noted the outcome of the weighing. His presence signified the importance of knowledge and record-keeping. If the heart balanced with the feather, the deceased had lived a virtuous life. They were deemed worthy of entering the afterlife. They would then join Osiris in the field of reeds. This was a paradise where they would live eternally. The weighing of the heart ceremony highlighted the Egyptian emphasis on morality. Living a virtuous life was not just a social expectation, it was crucial for securing a favorable afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that actions had consequences. These consequences extended beyond the mortal realm. The concept of Ma'at played a central role in Egyptian morality. Ma'at encompassed truth, justice, order, and balance. It was the foundation of a harmonious society. It was also the key to a blissful afterlife that contained a list of negative confessions. The deceased recited these confessions during the weighing of the heart ceremony. They declared their innocence from a range of sins. These sins included theft, murder, adultery, and lying. These confessions emphasized the importance of honesty, compassion, and respect for others. Section 5. Ancient Egyptian magic, spells, and rituals for the afterlife. Magic was an integral part of ancient Egyptian culture. It wasn't viewed as something supernatural or mystical. Rather, it was considered a natural force, a force that could be harnessed and manipulated. He is filled with spells and rituals. These spells harnessed magic to assist the deceased in the afterlife. The spells covered a wide range of purposes. Some spells protected the deceased from evil spirits and demons, while others provided guidance for navigating the underworld. There were even spells to transform the deceased into different creatures, allowing them to overcome specific obstacles. The spells were typically written in hieroglyphics and were often accompanied by illustrations. These illustrations provided visual aids, helping the deceased to understand and perform the spells correctly. The effectiveness of the spells depended on several factors, including the correct pronunciation of words. The use of specific gestures and offerings also played a role. The ancient Egyptians believed that performing these rituals correctly was essential. It ensured a smooth transition into the afterlife. Section 6. The essence of the soul, understanding the and. The ancient Egyptians had a complex understanding of the soul. They believed that it was composed of multiple parts. The two most important aspects were the and the. These concepts were central to their beliefs about the afterlife. The was considered the life force. It was the essence of the individual. It was created at the moment of birth. It remained with the body throughout life. The Egyptians believed that the needed sustenance in the afterlife. This is why they provided food and drink offerings in tombs. There was often depicted as a bird with a human head. It represented the personality and the individual's unique spirit. Unlike the could leave the body, it could travel between the worlds of the living and the dead. They allowed the deceased to reunite with loved ones. It enabled them to experience the pleasures of the afterlife. Section 7. The power of words, Thoth, scribes, and the afterlife. Thoth was the ibis-headed god of wisdom, writing, and knowledge. He played a crucial role in Egyptian mythology. He was associated with the creation of the world. He was also the patron god of scribes. Scribes were highly respected in ancient Egypt. They were responsible for recording important information. This included religious texts, legal documents, and historical accounts. In the context of the, Thoth was seen as a protector of the deceased. He was often depicted in scenes from the weighing of the heart ceremony. He meticulously recorded the outcome of the weighing. His presence signified the importance of knowledge and record-keeping in the afterlife. The deceased were often depicted as scribes in the afterlife. They were shown holding writing palettes and styluses. This association with scribes highlighted the power of words. It emphasized the importance of knowledge in navigating the afterlife. The ability to read and write was seen as a valuable asset. It allowed the deceased to understand the spells and rituals. It enabled them to communicate with the gods. Section 8. Personalized passages, tailoring the book to the individual. There was not a standardized text. It was not a one-size-fits-all guide to the afterlife. The content of the varied. It depended on the individual and their social status. Wealthy individuals could afford to commission elaborate papyrus scrolls. These scrolls contained a wider range of spells. They were often personalized with the deceased's name and titles. Poorer individuals might only have access to a limited number of spells. These spells might be inscribed on a small amulet or coffin. Despite these variations, the core purpose of them remained the same. It was to guide the deceased through the afterlife. It helped them to achieve eternal life. The personalized nature of the reflects the Egyptian belief in the importance of individual experience. It suggests that each person's journey through the afterlife was unique. It required tailored guidance and protection. Section 9. Unraveling Eternal Mysteries, Ongoing Research and Discoveries. It continues to fascinate scholars today. It provides valuable insights into ancient Egyptian beliefs about death and the afterlife. It offers a glimpse into their religious practices, their moral values, and their understanding of the cosmos. Despite centuries of study, there still holds many mysteries. New discoveries are constantly being made. These discoveries challenge our understanding of this ancient text. They raise new questions about its meaning and significance. The study of these is an ongoing process. It requires collaboration between archaeologists, Egyptologists, linguists, and art historians. By piecing together the fragments of this ancient puzzle, we can gain a deeper appreciation. We can better understand one of the most enduring civilizations in human history.